What is up, everybody? Welcome to Humanity, a series that I'm going to be doing over the next 9 weeks, which is going to be really cool. And from what I understand about this thing, it's pretty big, and it's by Pixelated, which I'm going to read right now on his workshop. But it's called Humanity. It's a 9-part series, and this is going to be chapter 0, or in other words, the prologue to all the other chapters. So let's get to the description. It's been 145 years since the automations took over. Defiance is biding their time inside their headquarters, an abandoned space station circling Earth, waiting for an opportunity to get rid of this tyrannical reign. That time is now. Humanity is a massive Planet Coaster experience with an original story and script by Pixelated. It also features music made specifically for the ride and several amazing voice actors. There is a version on YouTube that you can watch, which they say is better, but I also just kind of wanted to look at it in Planet Coaster. So I hope there is music. I'm reading the comments right now. Just to see, just a quick question. Are you looking to provide the user? I only see the user media. Alright, I think we're good on that. The media might include the music, so I think we're good. So we're right in front of the screen here. Actually, let me make sure my media capture is on. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. So right off the bat, it put us in this room right next to the station, which doesn't seem to be anything else near it, so I'm pretty sure we're just gonna jump right into it and just get on this thing right here. I'm gonna take a look at that. Ooh, look at all that track. Looks like there's some mods installed too, because there's some fake track. Some launches, looks like. So, let's look at this. Oh, we actually can't look at the stats yet because it hasn't really tested through. So the only thing we could really do is jump right into it. Making sure other people get started now. Everybody can watch this in the recording. So if you are watching the recording, hi. Welcome to Humanity. And let's just get right into it. I'm going to try to be quiet during it because it's a fairly short ride from what I remember. And then we'll analyze it afterwards. So I'm going to do it in the seat view, I think. I'll turn up the desktop too. I just thought of something. So there is a YouTube video that they have, and this doesn't have audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that YouTube video while my live stream is going, just so we might be able to get some audio in it. Let's see. I literally just watched it, so I should be in my history. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna restart the ride. Hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. No. Man, great start, right? Okay. Let's test it, pause, write it, and then when I press unpause, or when it sends, alright, I will. There you go. Got it timed up pretty well.
Our technological achievement eventually turned against us. It's been 145 years since the automatons took over. There were many, but they were kind, almost sympathetic even. But as time progressed, the humanity of the mainframe started to decline. And with that, every bot, droid, machine, and computer became more and more hostile.
We were having some really a lot of tech. We hit an autosave like right away. So I'm gonna try to line things up a little better. Ugh, this is really annoying, not gonna lie. Is the game sped up too? Oh my gosh, everything's going wrong right now. Okay. Alright, I think I got things timed up. I'm gonna mute now.
Our planet. Well, it used to be. Our technological achievement eventually turned against us. It's been 145 years since the automatons took over. There were many, but they were kind, almost sympathetic even. But as time progressed, the humanity of the mainframe started to decline. And with that, every bot, droid, machine, and computer became more and more hostile. Then came the day of exposure. Every single human was evicted out of their home. Men, women, children, everyone. All of them were forced to live inside our designated areas outside of each city. The so-called living quarters. These areas can be found on the outskirts of automaton cities. Nemo, the capital of the automatons, has outside its inner limits its own living quarters and undeniably the largest one. Surrounded by the city walls. Outside of these walls, there is nothing of value left. Appropriately named, the Desolation. And as time moved forward, even the light of the sun and the moon started to dim, blocked out by this new progress. Although the world seemed bleak, there's still resistance against these automatons. After losing his daughter Daisy to the machines, Samuel Wheelwright founded Defiance. As a reaction to that, they started recruiting humans. These people named themselves coaches because they were meant to guide the alleged insurgents back to the right path. These roaches, as the resistance happily nicknamed them, work for the automatons, which in turn provide them with more authority, protection, and even great wealth. It has been 145 years since the automatons took over, and Defiance is biding their tongue inside their headquarters, an old abandoned space station, circling Earth, waiting for an opportunity to get rid of this tyrannical reign. That time is now.
Okay. That's really cool. So yeah. That's really cool. I'm just gonna kind of fly through the course. For a hot second. This is really cool. I wish the audio was in this though, because it would have worked really well. This looks really good though, and I'm really excited to see how all of this works. This was really cool. The way he set up the scene. Yeah, that's really cool. And then put this projection light here. I'm just kind of flying through things right now just to see, but the way Pixelated worked with light was really cool. Boom, to desolation. Of course. Dang, that's really cool. Such a cool level of things that happen. Boom. And then there's more over here. Yeah, that's really cool, and I wanna do it again and then kind of analyze more so we can get like an example of what's coming. But if y'all want to take a look at what this is, it's just he used the snow world and it just put it in a giant cavern in a way. And now I lost where I was at. I gotta find the station. Here we go. Wait, that's not the station. That's this room. Okay, here we go. I got back to it. So let's do it again, and this time I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be talking through it to analyze it. So let me get the sound sync back up.
Earth, our planet. Well, it used to be. Our technological achievement eventually turned against us.
Okay.
It's been 145 years
So it's like a
since the
Frankenstein
Automatons took over.
movement in a way.
There were many, but they were kind, almost sympathetic even. But as time progressed, the humanity of the mainframe started to decline. And with that, every bot, droid, machine, and computer became more and more hostile.
Dang. Okay.
Then came the day of explosion. Every single human was evicted out of their home.
I see.
Men, women, children, everyone. All of them were forced to live inside our designated areas outside of each city. the
Ruthless.
so-called living quarters. These areas can be found on the outskirts of automaton cities. Nemo, the capital of the automatons, has outside its inner limits its own living quarters and undeniably the largest one, surrounded by the city walls. Outside of these walls, there is nothing of value left. Appropriately named, the Desolation.
Of course, I got another autosave. Okay. We line things up again.
This time, moved forward. Even the light of the sun and the moon started to dim, blocked out by this new progress.
Wow.
Although the world seemed bleak, there's still resistance against these automatons. After losing his daughter Daisy to the machines, Samuel Wheelwright founded Defiance.
Samuel Wheelwright, okay.
As a reaction to that, they started recruiting humans. These people named themselves coaches because they were meant to guide the alleged insurgents back to the right path. These roaches, as the resistance aptly nicknamed them, work for the automatons, which in turn provide them with more authority, protection, and even great wealth. It has been 145 years since the automatons took over. Defiance is biding their time inside their headquarters, an old abandoned space station, circling Earth, waiting for an opportunity to get rid of this tyrannical reign.
So they're literally just waiting at a space station. That's crazy.
That time is now.
And that's the end of the first chapter. So, yeah. I am really excited for the rest of this. So, like, a recap of what happened. So, there's basically, like, these robot thingies. And they take over the world and enslave humanity and put them in these like little town things outside of each of their cities that they've taken over. And because of that, the humans obviously are going insane. Also, can we just note how I just fit right inside of that? Okay. And they're going insane, and there's a couple guys that make a kind of like team with other people and gather a bunch of machines and stuff, and they're basically just waiting in a space station that's circling the Earth for a while. And that's all we really know. Also, the robots completely, I forgot what the robots' names were, but the robots basically completely destroyed everything and enslaved humanity. Okay. Boom. That is a cool scene, though. The way we fly past it and then come into here. All these little figures like this, oh my, it's only one-sided, are really cool. I will say that. And that's it. Whoa. Hello. I almost want to do a second chapter today, but I think I'm going to wait. Spaceship door animated. That's a Team TK I didn't even see. Okay, cool. Dang, I can't wait for the second chapter because this is obviously part of the second chapter. So that's really it for today. I'm gonna try to fix the format of these during this so that we open with the ride just starting right off the bat. So yes, we'll have the countdown and everything, but I think then after, you know, the stream starting, the logo passes, I'll just go right into it, not do any talking, and just you'll be on the ride, so we can get past any tech issues like we had today. And then I'll debrief what happened, and then write it again, and debrief it while we're writing, and then, you know, kind of fly through it afterwards. And so that's the format that we'll have. These are gonna be very short because I want people to watch them, not part of like live stream. I just want people to analyze them themselves and just watch it. So yeah, it's gonna be a very short episodes and live streams, but I think it's gonna be cool because it's gonna leave y'all wanting to watch the next one. And 23 minutes, as of what we're doing right now, is gonna be it's kind of long. So I want to almost have these as a 15-minute thing. So yeah, I will see y'all in chapter 1 because that was the prologue. Some of these chapters are really short. Like chapter 1 is about the same size as the prologue. Chapter 2 is a little bit smaller, but same size. Chapter 3 again, same size. Chapter 4 is actually, let's see, let me do the math. 12 to... It's about 6 minutes long, whereas this chapter was about 3 minutes and 40 minutes. 3 minutes and 40 seconds long, so it's almost double. And then chapter 5 is actually pretty short. Chapter 6 is the same size as this one. Chapter 7 is really short, and chapter 8 is the epilogue, and it's super short. So yeah, there's actually a credits one too. I don't know if we'll look at that. I can just play it. I can share my screen one day and just do it. But yeah, nobody joined today, which is kind of sad. But yeah, that's really it. I'm really excited for... Is my mic on? Yes. I'm really excited for the rest of these episodes. So I'll see y'all next week. And before then, we will have a really cool video, hopefully coming out on Saturday, and that's going to be Haywire's video. So if it doesn't come out this Saturday, it'll come out next Saturday because I want to spend my time on it. I want it to be a fairly good video. Have a great day, guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one. See ya.